hi there, Grant McComie here. Welcome to another adventure with Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. You know, trying something new and risky takes no small amount of courage. But if you're convinced that it's right for you, that courage can pay off with remarkable adventure. That's what I recently discovered when I joined a group of hardy outdoor folk who think nothing of jumping into bone-chilling water. We met up on the upper Clackamas River in Portland's backyard for a whitewater adventure. They gather for love of adventure.
A whole group of people come out every third Sunday just to raft the river, get their feet wet, you know, keep excited about the water.
It's top-notch excitement when you prep to run a whitewater river.
Not having to worry about anything else in the world but getting down the river.
Could there be a better way to spend an Oregon outdoor weekend?
Because we're cruising on the river.
The upper Clackamas River, a stone's throw from the state's major metropolis.
We're only an hour from Portland.
Yep.
And a million miles away, really.
It's incredible, yep.
It's an incredible adventure that no one should ever try alone. So I'm lucky to join this hardy group of boaters who've a passion for running whitewater.
Not light, is it?
Many are pros who guide for a living and insist no one take chances. Ha!
The good news is
air, light. So we wear dry suits, helmets, and Type 3 PFDs. Many of these folks are members of the Northwest Rafters Association. They're training for competition in the upcoming Clackamas Whitewater Festival, slated for mid-May. All are here to take advantage of a break in a soggy season.
Looks great. You know, this is one of the most beautiful rivers around. We have the clearest, most beautiful water. I just love coming up here.
Even for the pros, safety talks are a must because the river doesn't give an inch.
If you find yourself going out of the boat, there's this rope that goes all the way around it. If you grab onto it, you're in contact even though you're in the river. And forward!
The upper Clackamas River holds rapids named the Maze, big swirly and rock and roll. It's a Class 3 to Class 4 whitewater river on a scale of 1 to 6, Class 6 being unrunnable.
You are required to focus on what you're doing, and before long, everything else just fades into the background. And it's that focus and the attention to what's going on in the here and now that really attracts me to the sport.
Nice rapid, that was fun.
Broken by boulders and frothy foam, teamwork keeps our boat afloat atop cold, dangerous water.
You want to know how cold it is? Check it out.
We keep an eye on the weather. We keep an eye on the water levels. It takes a lot of time to keep track of all those things, but it's essential. That way we can have the right clothing for everybody who comes.
Hypothermia a real scare, a real issue in the Clackamas?
Can be. I've been in the river a long time sometimes myself, so you know, you can get the shaking. So we make sure that you're dressed appropriate to the weather and the conditions so that you can have a good time.
Ryan Seaton has been guiding for years and says there's no room for mistakes on a river that changes in a heartbeat.
Even when we are in a scary spot, I always remain calm. I think, you know, everybody in your boat looks to the guide to remain calm and keep things in control. Even when I really am scared, keep it cool, and it goes a long ways.
I am the captain of the boat if you want, and that what I say is very important, please, and that they follow me unison. United we paddle, divided we flip.
All right, let's paddle forward.
The payoff is huge to feel the power of a river on its terms and to safely succeed.
Actually, I prefer when we go through the water and hit a really deep, you know, hole and spin a bit, and where you kind of you know you don't know if you're going to be tossed or not. I like that. I think that's the funnest part of it, actually.
But what I get out of it is seeing just the kid, just like Jim was saying, the kids smile. I mean, it just brings them alive.
This is an absolute blast. And the clothing keeps you plenty warm. You don't mind the wet because you have all this gear on. PFD and you got the helmet. What's not to like? It's just perfect. Everything about it.
The water is flowing off of the mountains. The rivers are flush with water. They're foamy, you know, they're just water rushing through down these canyons. It's just the most beautiful experience you can possibly think of. You start seeing the buds on the trees, you know, the leaves coming out, the reinvigoration of our forest here, and it's just a wonderful time to experience it. I'm just happy out there on the water.
The Clackamas River's rapids will cool you off, lift your spirits, and take your breath away.
When you get on the river, your stress just goes away. And you get to be a kid, and we all need to be kids. We don't want to grow old, we want to grow happy.
A couple of other things to keep in mind about our story. First, a new law that took effect this year requires PFDs on all boaters that go down Class 3 or higher Oregon rivers. Be sure you remember that information. And also, if you're a beginner, don't take on a river like the Upper Clackamas on your own. Be sure to join an outfitter and learn the river for the first time. It's a whole lot safer. You can learn more about Whitewater River adventures on the Travel Oregon website. And while you're there, be sure to check out the upcoming Upper Clackamas Whitewater Festival. It's slated for mid-May, and it's a great opportunity to learn more about whitewater sports. So until next week, get out here and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.